And good morning, all you beautiful people. It is Pudge, and I'm here with Chef Justin. We are here for Bites and Insights, taking your last minute questions. We've got a special guest today. We've got Tommy Blair, FF Tommy B at bluesky.com. And without further ado, let's start the show.
You're watching Bites and Insights only on Fantasy Now Plus.
Look at these three. Hey, what a crew.
You were about to say three people talking about yourself in the third person, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay.
Nobody saw it yet.
Maybe. What's up, JRS?
Let's go.
Yeah, it's already Sunday. Guys, I feel like, did this week go by way too fast for you guys?
Dude, man. Go ahead.
Justin, what are you doing, man? Talk to me. What's going on?
Okay. So that's a great question. We are making grilled cheese and tomato soup today because I thought it was fall earlier in the week. And I was like, you know what? That sounds great. It's a nice fall meal. And now it's like 86 degrees outside. And I hate it. But I figured, we're getting closer to the fall. We are going to make fresh tomato soup and grilled cheese. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I was gonna ask a question and I already forgot. So you guys go ahead.
Pudge, what is your comfort food in the fall, man?
My comfort food all the way around is usually pizza. Like
pizza,
man. I could eat pizza every single day of the week. But like if it's gonna be something special, it's weird, but I like hot turkey sandwiches with gravy.
Nice.
I don't know if it's a Midwest thing or what, but just smother the gravy on there. I love it.
Yeah, I love a Thanksgiving sandwich, man. You got to put the stuffing in, though, don't you? To like get some substance to it.
Everything. Just the smell, you get that smell, and it's just like it reminds you of fall to me. So,
Justin, I try to make homemade stuffing or dressing or whatever y'all call it all the time, and it's never as good as stovetop. Am I doing something wrong?
Probably. It's really hard to beat a product that literally they only make stuffing. Like it really is hard to beat that. You have to start. You have to have stale bread. That's the important part, and that's how it gets like the softness and not just mush. Because you are going to be baking it. I also don't like small little bitty bites of bread. Like you want the chunky bread. And then really, I don't really cook my vegetables beforehand. And there, a lot of people will, but you're going to get all those juices that are going to come out of the turkey for that stuffing. So as long as you're actually stuffing your stuffing into your turkey, then you don't need to do any of that. So big bread, big chunky stale bread, you can just leave it on the counter for like 2 days beforehand. Uncooked vegetables, put it in there. And then also, seasonings and stuff like that. So that's the important part.
Yeah, man.
That's what
truthfully, I haven't made stuffing in a while because I don't make a traditional roasted turkey anymore. So
you fry it?
I have fried it. Every year now I do it slightly different, or I change the cooking method. So the last couple of years though, I've like completely fabricated it, taken the breasts off the bones, and I've vacuum sealed those and cooked them I sous vide them in a water bath. And then I'll take the leg meat and actually confit it. So I'll slow cook it in duck fat. And it becomes, the breasts are very moist. And then so are obviously, the dark meat's always moist too. So that's the way to go. And maybe 1 week we'll do a turkey. No, we can't do a turkey in an hour. That would be insane. But I could start a turkey.
I already know what I'm doing next week.
Are you making turkey?
No.
Are you going to do a 7-hour show next week? All of Sunday?
I only if Tommy does too.
Commercial-free
Oh my God.
turkey. Brought to you by Fantasy Now Plus.
You guys can be Scott Hansen next week.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, we are talking about next week and the plans because this is very important on the subject of our show. I will not be here the next 2, maybe 3 weeks, so there will be no cooking. The bites section might be a little light over the next couple of weeks, and that is because I will be in Italy.
Oh no, I'll be fulfilling that section.
Pudge is going to be. Is it how to order Uber Eats or?
We're making PB and J's, and we might go crazy and do some cereal.
You know what, Pudge? I really do hope you actually do something like that because that would be really. Honestly,
that's on brand.
Honestly, that would be really entertaining because we go from like making all of these things like from scratch and from just to we're making PB&J this week. I don't know, Tommy, would that be entertaining if you're used to watching like Justin's making pizza or wings or nachos with fried chips and all that PB&J and cereal?
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I like to see how people do the classics anyway. Like, it doesn't have to be PB&J, but I mean, let's dress up some Kraft mac and cheese or something,
Yeah, we can jazz it up.
Yeah,
do this.
Like get a top ramen bag and let's put some stuff in there.
Yeah, see, these are all these ideas just brewing.
Wait, hold up, Justin. Where are you going in Italy? What's going on, man?
So I'm taking a 2-week tour, a food and wine tour around southern Italy. So we're going to start in Sicily and then work our way up into Naples. And we'll be in Matera. And so we're just doing all of southern Italy. And it's going to be fun. We're going to be drinking a lot of wine, eating a lot of food. I'm excited. Have
you ever been to Naples?
Weather. I have been to Naples once, yes. But it's been like
the Geep.
11 years. Don't hit the what?
Don't hit the Geep. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
The goat sheep, the Geep. Don't hit them.
We're not driving.
They'll throw you in jail. True story. I was there in the Navy. I had a buddy do it. It was fun.
Well, all you had to say was I was in the Navy. I had a buddy do it, and so to the cooking aspect of this show, before we get into any of the questions that might be in there, I've got Roma tomatoes, onions, garlic, and shallots, and I'm just gonna do some grapeseed oil over this. We're going to roast this, get a nice cook on it, and then that's going to be sitting there for a while. Not a while.
Are you turning on the broiler for that too, or no?
I'm probably going to switch over to the broiler. In fact,
see, Justin misses these little details that people need.
Right now, I'm at 450.
I poke the bear sometimes.
I'm going to put it on the broiler because it's going to just cook it faster, and it's going to get those caramelized colors and tartness on there.
You're welcome.
Did I see that you didn't peel your tomatoes?
I did not know.
Okay, is that what you typically do? Are you doing that for speed?
For sauces, I will. I'll actually blanch the tomatoes, but since I'm roasting them, I'm not going to peel them because it's really hard to peel an uncooked tomato.
Yeah.
Now I can go back and take those off, but you really want to cook those first. So
okay.
But I'm going to be like blending the hell out of it and then straining it. So it's not really like, I kind of want a little bit of a chunkiness to this tomato soup anyway. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Pudge, are you out of a can, man? Are you making tomato soup from scratch?
Oh, it's straight Campbell's. Straight Campbell's for this guy.
Classic, dude.
Campbell's with maybe some American cheese and some wheat bread. Yep. That's it. It's home cooking for me. Last night I actually made mac and cheese balls from scratch.
Brock Bowers will not play today. Officially,
Trey Tucker.
from Jay Glazer. He will officially not play today.
So that's both of their tight ends are out.
Yeah, and Michael Mayer. Yeah, it's bad news there. Jamie says he has a dynasty with Baker, Egbuka, Sean Tucker. Who do I start in my last flex? Godwin or Sutton? It's a lot of questions there.
Sutton.
Yeah, I don't see the temptation to stack there, but with Godwin still making up.
Godwin got a lot of targets last week.
He did.
Interesting.
And Sutton's what are the Broncos? They're playing the Eagles, aren't they, this week? Like, not the easiest of matchups, but I still have a lot of faith that Sutton is somewhere in the middle of wide receiver 2 category week over week.
Yeah. Last week they pressured Baker 40% of the time, and that led to a lot of those targets just being not quality.
Bad yeah, that's why Chris Godwin had like 10 targets, but only like 4.
Yeah. So the targets are there. They've just been off target. The targets have been off target. Yeah.
Pudge, are you excited about Sean Tucker this week?
No.
No?
Man. No. I think it's going to be a very heavy.
Rachaad White. It's going to be. I was about to say, can we talk about the backfield in Tampa Bay and how we're like 2 years removed from Rachaad White being a top 10 running back in the league? I think that's going to be a lot of the workload. Bucky, we got to remember Bucky sat behind Rachaad White also. Like, I think they do like him. Different offensive coordinator, obviously, but I don't know. I think that's going to lead more to the passing game than anything.
He's a DC at heart, right down to the core. So he wants those, 3 yards in
the trenches.
that's he lives for it. Keep his defense off the field.
Yeah. Off screen here, I am shredding Munster, cheese, smoked Gouda, Colby Jack, and then I have some Chihuahua jalapeno cheese as well, which I just realized is jalapeno cheese and not regular Chihuahua. So,
Tommy, who you got? Lawrence or Bo Nix?
I don't know if I can come at this from an unbiased stance. I'm a Jacksonville Jaguars season ticket holder. I know, Justin. We can put that aside for now.
We've put it aside for a while. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm kind of bullish on Trevor Lawrence right now. I think that it's been sort of a comedy of errors over the first few weeks where drops, doinks off of hands. Brian Thomas Jr. was just running the wrong options on the routes. It takes people, 4 to 6 weeks to adjust to new offenses, and Trevor Lawrence is really the focal point of that offense. And so if you're, one of those like underdog type situations where you're 40% odds of winning this week, I think you go Trevor Lawrence because I think the upside is a little bit higher. If you're a heavy favorite, I kind of like the floor of Nix a little bit more though.
Bucky could be out multiple weeks per Adam Schefter. Yeah, that's what I saw also.
Yeah, I remember the 30 or 40 point week from Sean Tucker last week and starting him. And maybe that's like what I'm tethered to is this is like one of the biases that all of us as dynasty and fantasy managers have is they come through for you. Like Amir Abdullah last year in championship week, he's forever a GOAT to me because he was like a RB1 and he cost you nothing, a few fab. Sean Tucker is that type of player to me where I'm always going to look on him a little bit more favorably because when he has had the opportunities, he's been incredible, at his cost.
If only the Buccaneers trusted Sean Tucker as much as every fantasy manager that has Sean Tucker.
Yeah, that's ultimately what it comes down to, isn't it, Justin?
It's the Travion Henderson, conundrum.
And why does Ramondre Stevenson still get carries after fumbling the ball twice in a single game? Like it's. Anyways.
So let's circle back. What is Chihuahua cheese? I've never heard of Chihuahua cheese before. That's a new one for me, man.
I think it's pronounced Chihuahua. That's how I've always heard people pronounce it. It is
Chihuahua.
it is shredded cheese.
Okay.
It's Mexican shredded cheese. It's melting cheese essentially, but it has better flavor. So whenever I make queso, I'll use heavy cream in this, and then like other flavorings and stuff. But it melts better, so that you're not like getting that graininess when you try to like melt cheese into something. It's super expensive, I will tell you. They usually come in like a giant bag for like $14. But it's the $14 is worth it, to be honest.
So my powdered cheese from the Kraft just doesn't work. I can't use that.
You can do whatever you want while I'm gone. It is your show while I'm gone.
These expectations you set. $14 back.
With Chef Pudge. So I moved that to the top rack if anybody cared. We started about 10 minutes out from injury reports. Is Lawrence on?
What is it?
Oh God,
impediment.
We both can't read. It's fine.
Oh, it was too small. I was like, man, what the heck? Lawrence, I don't think so. You can take that over there, Bobby, since you're the Jags fan.
Yeah, so here's the deal, is it kind of feels like a bad date that doesn't end, in my opinion, with these guys. I think BTJ is a good football player. Travis Hunter, I think, is a better defender than offensive weapon. Trevor Lawrence is a middle tier quarterback, somewhere in the middle 10, in my opinion. There's just no chemistry right now. There's no spark between them. You think about Aaron Rodgers and how he has this like inherent trust in a select few players. Maybe that's what's lacking, is the fact that relationship hasn't really been established in a concrete way. Christian Kirk was really good with Trevor Lawrence, that type of chemistry, and there's no way that BTJ Christian Kirk, right, Pudge? Like, BTJ is a good football player, isn't he? Travis Hunter is unbelievable. I mean, we got to give him time because he's a rookie, right? But I don't think that they're on the same page yet, and that's fine. Like, this can unfold at its own pace. You don't have to rush these things.
So he needs to call Cooper Kupp and then get on the Cooper Kupp Matthew Stafford train. Hey, brother, we're going to eat breakfast today.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Yeah,
I think a lot of these younger players have that issue.
Yeah, it's funny because Christian Kirk and Trevor Lawrence used to go to Waffle House together. Now that you mention it, they'd go after games.
Exactly.
Gotta get that Waffle House hookup,
Do you want to throw to the guy that you're gonna have to answer to tomorrow morning, or
Exactly.
It can't be throwing murder balls to your best wide receiver like Russell Wilson and Malik Neighbors in the end zone.
Justin, who do we have in frame with you there?
This is Chef Groot, and then he just got here because he heard the cheese come out, and then Rocket, come here. And then this one is Chef Rocket. He's usually next to my feet all the time. 2 golden doodles.
Oh, guys.
You got cheesy
dogs?
Me?
Yeah.
I used to have a beagle, and when the kids moved with their mom, the beagle went with my daughter because she would have been distraught. So now we have 2 cats. We've got Biscuits and Gravy.
Nice. Biscuits and Gravy.
Biscuits and Gravy.
I love a good theme on dog names because
you got Groot and
Rocket. So it's and we're already thinking
Biscuits
about
she's a bobtail. She sits in the window all day long. And Gravy is a stray that just came and never left one time.
Nice.
But she's a kitten. She's under a year old. She's just big for her age.
Pudge, is that a Giants jersey I see?
That's a Jeremy Shockey jersey, baby.
Nice. Heck yeah.
This is
That's a deep cut for Charlene, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think about Jackson Dart's first start? It was frenetic at best, in my opinion, but I'm kind of encouraged, man. Like, break it down for me.
Dart is it's a weird situation, right?
Mhm.
Because he's now walking into a game without his best wide receiver. He does have some good weapons. What's that?
He spent half of that game without him. Also, I mean, he got
That's
hurt
true.
the first half.
But
now you got old, reliable Darius Slayton.
The first word
slow and steady wins the race. It's just I don't trust Brian Daboll to run that team properly. I think he got a lot of clout from Josh Allen being able to take off over there in the Buffalo offense. But that being said, I've talked about it before. The Buffalo offense, the Daboll offense, is really, really hard to grasp. And the fact that he's got it already is absolutely it's huge for his development. Over the next couple weeks, we'll see how he develops and how teams scheme around him. They've got a really easy matchup with the Saints. Ooh,
Look at that.
How's that smell? Let me get the smell-o-vision.
That smells really good.
Oh,
it doesn't
man,
even have
that's
any like
awesome.
spices or anything on it yet either. So,
oh, it just smells like salsa. But they get a New Orleans defense that's really soft. They can get after the quarterback a little bit. He's mobile. I think they're using him in the right way. They're getting guys open early. They're not having him take 5-step drops, which is absolutely ridiculous that they did for Williams last year in his development. I think it stunted his growth a little bit.
Yep.
I hope they don't do it for Dylan Gabriel. I haven't seen much of the game, but
can somebody get his passing yards for me? I took his under today, so
what's
I'm
that?
hoping he's Dylan Gabriel's passing yardage. I need to
He's
know.
102 right now so far. 13 of 21 for 102 passing yards, 1 passing
can go with
touchdown.
I saw in the first half he only had 10 air yards, but like 69 yards. I'm like, okay, so it's all short passing. Okay.
And Jordan Mason just scored too. So.
Oh, that's beautiful. I have Jordan Mason in a lot of leagues.
Yeah. So it's 14-10 currently.
Perfect.
But Dart is good at pushing the structure of the play, in my opinion. Like, there's how the play is designed, right? And then he gets right to the edge of doing something off schedule, and he executes. I think that's really interesting. That's what the great quarterbacks do, is they're comfortable navigating a hectic pocket. And then right when the play is about to, crumble around them, then they make the play. So if he can learn the basics of the offense, it seems like he has that innate ability to do the things that are special,
How much does he remind you of Jaden Daniels right now? I think Jaden Daniels and him, they look a lot alike. They do a lot of the right things, unlike a guy like Kyler Murray that just once the pocket breaks down, it's an absolute fire sale. Everything must go. There's panic, which I've actually seen from JJ McCarthy as well. He just hits the panic button.
Yep.
And boom.
Daniels is a very mature passer for how far along he is in his NFL career arc. And so I think that's an aspirational goal for Dart, is to become a Daniels-like player down the stretch of this season and into next year, in my opinion. He reminds me of what we hoped Will Levis would be. Like the talent is there, but like Levis just never put it together, right? Like Dart seems to be on the positive side of that curve.
Well, it's because he put mayonnaise in his coffee, but
That's fair.
He just couldn't get past that. Yeah, he really, really reminds me of Danny Dimes. What they hoped Danny Dimes would be, a very mobile quarterback. He's not the most accurate, but he can really throw that deep ball. But I think that's what they envisioned with Daniel Jones. They just never produced it. Maybe it was the language, terminology. Coaches, they're not always good communicators. And if they don't have the right people in place, you could have the brightest person in the world, Ben Johnson. And they even, Dan Campbell took the play calling away from him first year because they couldn't get their terminology down. And, like these are things that these coordinators, these young coordinators, because Daboll's not that old, they go into and they're just so they're egotistical, and it's my way or my way. And
well, that's what a lot of
the
younger offensive coordinators do too, is that they're always, I'm the best, I'm the new hot thing. Like, you have to listen to what I do because I have proven it with Josh Allen.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel.
Right.
Is another one that comes to
another
mind.
Good example there. Yeah. You guys want to answer some of these questions here?
Yeah, let's
I'll get through them.
Way at the top. Let's see. Yep, there you go.
So we got noise coming out of Philly. We've got the two top wide receivers there. I don't think they change. They're winning games. So why, if it's not broke, don't fix it? What do you say, Bobby?
Here's the deal. We're playing the Philadelphia game in the dynasty market like nothing is ever going to change. And I think that is a mistake. There is all sorts of asymmetrical upside. They can make the choice, like you're saying, Raymond, to just pass more. And we saw that in the second half, just like a week or two ago, where, you unleash a bevy of points through the air. That's not that hard for them to do. The skill position players are there. I mean, the triumvirate of A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert is probably the best in the NFL. So they could make the choice to do that. They could also have an injury to Saquon. He's not a young man. He has a lot of carries on his body. And are we saying that Will Shipley and Tank Bigsby are going to carry the offense in the same way an elite talent like Saquon can? So I think that there's upside that the market isn't pricing in. And if you're going to get in, right now is a perfect time to do so. That's exactly what I'm doing, Raymond, is I'm buying A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith because they're pretty affordable. They're pretty accessible, and they're not that old. A.J. Brown's only 28 years old. We've got 2 more years of very likely to be much brighter horizons over the next 2 years,
I agree with that. I mean, it's a very long season. A.J. Brown might not be getting the work right now, but that doesn't mean in week 15, week 16, he's not going to get the work either. Because Saquon is not 23 years old. He is not a rookie on a rookie contract. He has missed significant amounts of time in his career because he's had injuries, and they're not going to want to run him down in week 6. Like, I'm not super worried about them yet. I did just mentally tell myself earlier today that if A.J. Brown doesn't start producing, I'm getting rid of him. But I think you got to just steer the ship and just keep it going. And if that means benching A.J. Brown a couple weeks, then bench A.J. Brown a couple weeks. But
do it if you got to have an option behind him.
Who do I have?
No, you have to give yourself that flexibility to bench him, get somebody behind him if you don't already.
Yeah, against the Bucs with that secondary, I really thought that they would unleash those two, give them a game to get their traction.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, they're not trying to win the division. They're trying to win a championship.
Totally.
I know this is a fun game we play, but the real game of football, it's won in December, and they want these guys tip top, terrific. It's not like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith don't always show up on the injury report, right? I mean, there's always a questionable tag, or it's always Devonta Freeman is very slight in his build. I would absolutely, use these guys more at the end of the season. But I don't see Saquon getting held under 50 yards again, like last week and stuff like that. I trust that offensive line to just keep on rushing the ball. They're going to run 60 plays. Out of those 60 plays, 7 of them are going to be the tush push. So, I mean, in realistic, those plays are going to be taken out. Like, those are plays that are not going to go to the running back or wide receivers. And people don't really put that into their calculation. They're like, oh, well, they didn't use them. Well, 13% of their plays were a 1-yard play, or it's just how they run that offense.
Yeah. Justin, I got a question for you, man. So whenever I make tomato sauce or whatever, I have an issue balancing the acidity with
Yes.
the tomatoes. How do you navigate that? Because I haven't quite dialed that in yet.
Carrots.
Carrots?
Get like a whole carrot,
Okay.
and you can chop it up into chunks. So when you're making a tomato sauce, like for like pasta and stuff, put a carrot in there and let that cook. It'll actually like absorb some of that acidity and just kind of balance out. I thought it was weird at first, and then I started doing it, and like I've never had a problem with acidity on like pasta sauce, like marinara sauces or anything like that. For this, I'm going to use heavy cream, and that's going to balance that out as well. So.
Interesting. Thank you. Let's help out some more folks though, Pudge. Let's throw up another question.
Let's get that going. So we've got a
PPR question. One of our Twitch followers here. One of our loyal Twitch followers.
PPR. Mason is laying. Mason just scored. I'm assuming this is Jaden Higgins or T Higgins. Let us know over there on Twitch.
Yeah, hopefully. I think this.
I would put in Pollard.
Or
that's just me.
Scored.
If it's T Higgins, I'd play T Higgins. This is another situation where Jake Browning has been terrible for 2 weeks now. I think 5 and 8 points. Be patient. I think that there are brighter days ahead for the Cincinnati Bengals offense. And really what it's going to take is a fundamental shift. Right now, I think T Higgins has been sort of the collateral damage of the previous 2 weeks game plan. That shift, I think, is coming this week. And so if you are behind, I know Jordan Mason did just score, but let's say you are an underdog. That's a lot of upside there that I'm not sure Pollard necessarily represents, especially with Tyjae Spears coming back.
T. Higgins also might be throwing the ball a lot today because they're playing the Lions and they're going to get bit down quick. And the Bengals are going to have to pass the ball a lot to stay in this game. So, Pudge, we didn't talk about this, but it's Lions-Bengals today. So,
I know. What's our wager? I got my Jamar Chase helmet right here. It's signed. Ready for you.
If the Bengals win, you send that Jamar Chase helmet to me.
Oh, wow.
The Lions win. If the Lions win, you get to host the show for the next 3 weeks.
Looks like the Lions are going to win because she's too pretty. She's too pretty. But you're right though. The Lions are very susceptible to the pass. Me being a big Lions guy, their run defense is absolutely unstoppable. It's right up there with Philadelphia. Philadelphia's run defense is unreal. Tampa Bay's run defense is unreal. Like I said, Cleveland. You want to stay away from those run defenses if you got a running back playing them. But wheels up for the tight end position for both teams because the Bengals are awful at guarding the tight end. The Browns exploited them week 1. And then I would really put my chips in on Sam Laporta this week. Sam Laporta is a must start for me against the Bengals defense.
Pudge, looks like Taysom Hill is active this week. Should I be worried with my Juwan Johnson shares?
No.
Absolutely.
No. I would not be.
Absolutely.
this is a completely different offense with Kellen Moore. They might not use Taysom Hill in that same way. They could, but when you have I'm going to just say a rookie quarterback like Spencer Rattler, and you get a gadget guy that you have not ever once snapped the ball to, ever, pretty much. I'm not necessarily worried about Juwan Johnson this week. He has been falling off the last couple of weeks, though, so it's his time at the top 3 is, I think, over. But the offense is so bad regardless. That's my opinion. I'm not worried about Taysom Hill and Juwan Johnson yet.
I am, unfortunately. I think he's going to go right into the
Right,
offense.
Tommy, are you worried?
I mean, we had the unfair advantage of essentially what Trey McBride usage for Juwan Johnson. And so there was almost like no choice but to thrive. Juwan Johnson has been an efficient player in the past with the opportunities he's been afforded. And so maybe he just drops down to like a fringe tight end 1 as opposed to a top 6 weekly start. I'm still going to play him, but I remember how good Taysom Hill was. Like, he used to be nearly a cheat code before he had that horrific injury last year. So it's just good to see him back on the field. It's something that I'm going to monitor, though, and be quick to pivot if I can.
Hey, Raymond, you need to get Malik Neighbors out of your lineup. He's on IR.
Right. I was going to mention that. He's definitely not going to be elite until next year.
Yeah, maybe halfway through the year.
He should be ready by
we got
reports for today. So we have a 2-part question.
Who is the best rookie tight end?
Ha! I have 2. Ty Warren is my 1A, 1B. Is Harold Fannin Jr. My prediction this week is that Harold Fannin cements himself as an elite option the rest of the way. I don't know how it's shaking out quite yet.
He already had a touchdown on the first drive.
There you go. The things that Harold Fannin is doing are so unique to the position that he is worthy of having that outlier status. And when you hit those thresholds so early, they tend to be pretty sticky at the tight end position. So I'm really, really excited about Harold Fannin Jr. Pudge, where are you at on him, man?
Harold Fannin? Oh, man. Yeah. I wrote an article on March 10th, 2025, talking up my guy, Harold Fannin Jr., with 117 receptions, number 1 in the NCAA, 1,555 yards, number 1 in the NCAA, and 119.6 yards per game, number 2 in the NCAA. His for Player Profiler, his college dominator rating was 49.9%. It's crazy, man. He was going up against Abdul Carter in that game against Penn State, and he put Abdul Carter right on his behind. He's got that quote unquote dog in him, and I love it. They talked him up all off season. I know they had Njoku there, and everybody was thinking it was kind of like smoke and mirrors, but he looks like the truth. I actually lowered my my ranking on Elijah Arroyo, and I put Fannin above him now because I was pretty big on Arroyo coming out. But he's had a slow start, and Fannin has just, I mean, his hair's on fire right now.
Totally. Justin, what were you roasting there before you tossed in the puree?
So that was the onions and shallots and garlic from the pan, from the oven. So I was cooking that down with tomato paste. And spoiler, if you guys don't know, you need to cook your tomato paste before just adding it into tomato sauces. So I cooked that with some oregano, salt and pepper, and that was really it. And now I'm just kind of marrying these all together. And then now obviously the question is, Justin, there's giant chunks of garlic and stuff in here. I'm actually, if you notice, I didn't, oh my God, this is boiling everywhere. I didn't empty this all out. So I'm actually going to put this right back in there and then blend it again.
Gotcha.
So that's all nice and smooth. which is actually about to happen right now because I just needed this to get to a point where it's not bubbling all over me in my computer, and that hurts. Okay. Next question. Tyler Warren looks elite. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
So who's the handcuff in Philly? I'm not a fan of handcuffing running backs this early. I would wait until right around week 7 or 8. But if that is your cup of tea, I would.
Well, but he's not in Philly anymore, unfortunately.
I really thought it was going to be Tank Bigsby, but I don't. I'm starting to lean the other way now. As far as
it literally that handcuff specifically could go either way because they really haven't used either of them as a RB2. I mean, truthfully, has either of them done like really well yet?
No, neither of them have produced anything worth talking about.
Year over year, half of top 24 RBs miss 4 games or more.
Yeah.
So at this type of acquisition cost, free, make a bet on one of them. It doesn't hurt you really at all to trade, a fringe an Isaiah Bond to get one of these guys. And
blasphemy.
Truthfully, I mean, you're looking at 8 points a game when Saquon doesn't play. So it's not like one of them is going to score you 30 points and the other is going to score you 1. It's going to be one's going to score you 8, the other's going to score you 2. So it's what are you looking at there? But when Saquon goes down, that offense is going to switch right over to AJ Brown and Devonta Smith.
And if you believe that, you should probably go to Shipley because Bigsby is okay in pass pro, but he doesn't have great hands. And so what you need to be seeking out if you think it's going to shift to a more pass-oriented offense is the pass-catching potential. Shipley's not a great player. I think he's a little bit overhyped last non-point scoring season, but he does have that skill set more so than Bigsby.
So no AJ Dillon love.
I mean, he might be the goal line guy.
He's second in carries right now.
He might be pushing Jalen Hurts when they get to the goal line.
He's a big boy. He reminds me of Brandon Jacobs back when he used to play. Just a massive man.
With the slowest feet on earth, though. Brandon Jacobs had quick feet at least. AJ Dillon it's like he's wearing steel toe boots when he plays football.
He plays like he wears.
He could be.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how he weighs 250 pounds.
Green Bay,
you got Hurts that he can squat 600, and then you get Dillon behind him. That's another 250.
Yeah, I mean he can also squat a crap ton too. So it's
So with upside, I'd go Shipley, I guess. You guys are not agreeing then?
I love garbage running backs, so give me both of them. Give me as many garbage running backs as I can. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. Like I start these players consistently when they have the chance. I think Sean Tucker's in a few of my lineups.
I have a lot of deep leagues, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this week specifically, there's a lot of leagues that I have that have Bijan Robinson and Josh Jacobs. So I'm literally starting Tyler Goodson. Actually, no, I'm not because he sat this week, or he's out this week. But I started Xavier Scott and there's people that if you passed on the running back position in the drafts and you went 0 RB and you went with high upside guys and now they're injured or they're on bye week this week. You're looking a little tough, and that's a lot of my teams, unfortunately. So some of these guys are going to get starts. I think I am starting Will Shipley in the league this week.
There you go.
You got Miles Sanders out this week. I know, just simmer down a little bit, but we've got a chance to see a Jadon Blue. How do you feel about that?
Does he still have blisters is my question.
It does add an explosive upside to the running game that they don't currently have. And the Dallas Cowboys are absent that electric ability at this moment with CeeDee Lamb on the bench. So I'm excited. I'm intrigued. Regardless, all he has to do is have like 4 carries for 25 yards for the dynasty market to have their interest peak. So pretty low risk bet to make right now, you know?
Yeah. I hope they scheme him into some good stuff. Like you said, with CD out, it's the heart and soul of that offense. Who knows?
It's boot, though, which is exciting. We could see CeeDee Lamb back as soon as next week. So thank God they didn't put Lamb on the IR, because if we can have, even like a 65% snap share CeeDee Lamb, that's a startable player. He doesn't have to have the crazy high route participation to warrant a start. He's a first read target share guy of like 33% plus. So he's going to get his.
Yeah, I'd absolutely start him. There's a couple of guys. You got Jefferson, Chase, CD, Amon-Ra. Those guys, they're going to get their targets even if they're limited. They're the first read, like you said, they're the first read on the offense. So those guys, you can feel safe always starting. That looks really, really good the way you coated that spoon.
Onion powder going in, Justin? What was that?
No. I don't put in spices of real ingredients I put in there, so I didn't put any garlic or onion in there. Gotcha. But I did put in paprika, chili powder, seasoning salt, and adobo.
Oh, I love adobo.
And then there's oregano in there. I'll put basil in there at the end. I'm actually about to take some sour cream to get a little bit of a creaminess in there. I put in a little bit of heavy whipping cream as well. So do a little bit of sour cream in there.
So you don't put? I put whipped cream in there, just and then I eat it.
You're crazy.
That's not what we do.
I mean, you can. Whipped cream is literally just heavy whipping
sugar
cream
added.
No, I mean, you don't have to add sugar to whipped cream.
It's good for my diabetes.
Oh my God. Do a bunch of these rapid fire though to get.
Yeah, let's get all these questions out of here.
We've only there's only like 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Do we have injury out there?
Just Brock Bowers so far. I haven't seen anything big as far as injuries.
Tracy's officially out. Let's see. Jawan Johnson's in. That's good.
Since I just typed him up a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
Kind of going as expected on the injury this week, which, I mean, thank God the week 5 bye is like the first real stress test of our lineup, our strategies, like the way we ideally build teams versus the way that we have to navigate the season.
Nobody judged me for my pen. There's some scratching, but it's fine. We're not going to get the Teflon in my food. Actually,
so it is worth reporting. Jaden Daniels is completely off the injury report. So he is.
Yeah, I saw that he has no limitations or anything. So
yeah. Chuba Hubbard's out.
Rico Dowdle season.
Yeah, baby.
I'm excited.
Uncle Rico.
I'm excited about ETN. I mean, he almost got sent to Siberia a couple weeks ago when he fumbled on like 1 carry. And then it was like, okay, we'll see you in 6 weeks, bro. But he got a little bit of work in the blowout last week. A really good pass catching back, really, really good in pass protection. And that's what you need with an undersized quarterback behind center. And so I'm interested, excited, curious what we see from the little ETN to see if he can start to carve out a role. Rico Dowdle is a good vet, though. He's somebody that you probably should be starting.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be honest. Chuba Hubbard's not a world burner. No. I think he's replaceable. He's a starter, but on that offense, I think he'll be okay for sure. I don't see anything else. Tyrone Tracy's doubtful. Who cares?
So I'm
Pudge,
actually
right now
putting,
on
I'm putting
Scatterbo, are you buying into this? Are you getting on this train?
No. I mean, I like Cam Scatterbo, the player.
Yeah.
I don't. Again, I don't like their offense. I really think they're going to struggle without Neighbors. They're going to stall a lot on third down. So a lot of those extended plays that Cam's going to get, any of those touchdowns that we probably were pegging him to get, are now out the window. It is nice to see that he is in the receiving game. He is able and capable. He is everything I really thought he was going to be. Caleb Johnson, I thought was probably going to be better than him, but it looks like that's not the way. And Cam Scatterbo is the future of the New York Giants run game.
Let's not get too far ahead on that, because I still think Caleb Johnson could be the guy in Pittsburgh. But I've been saying all year that Aaron Rodgers hasn't played with a rookie running back since Aaron Jones Sr. So does he really trust a rookie running back to protect him and get him through his final season in the NFL, or would you rather go with the veterans like Jalen Warren? I think Cam Scatterbo reminds me so much of Peyton Hillis, and I don't know that Cam will be necessarily in the league in 3 years.
I agree with that, Justin. I don't care if you can break tackles if you're not elusive.
But you also gotta not lead with your head. There's a lot. He's literally running right into CTE, and it's really sad that nobody has protected him.
One of the more fun players to watch play football, and it's somebody that I have 0 shares of, and I have just an absurd amount of rookie running back shares across my dynasty leagues. Love watching him play football, but this is not something that I am currently super excited about. Sorry, man.
So I like that. I like him.
He's likable. He's cool.
I just don't look at anybody after 3 years. And if you get more than 3 years out of somebody, then kudos to you. But for a player other than a wide receiver, and those guys you have to pay up dearly for. But for the next 2-3 years, I could see him being a mainstay there.
This is a very important process here. So I've buttered the outside of these grilled cheeses. Now, what you might have noticed, I don't know how many of you guys do this, put mayonnaise on the inside.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, totally.
It
totally
makes
always mayonnaise on the of course mayonnaise on the inside.
Creamy. The inside will then become super creamy and just straight up. It's an important function. I know it sounds weird if you've never done it before, but I don't know why. But it's delicious. So I'm taking the shredded cheese now, and I'm just gonna
Not if you're Will Levis. Will Levis always puts mayonnaise on the inside.
I'm not a big mayo guy. I get
the mayo off.
About Miracle Whip.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't like sour cream or mayonnaise.
Me neither.
It's a texture thing. I don't like ranch dressing either. Really, I'm at it.
Yeah, I could see that.
I like ranch taste. I like the powder packets, and throw them in like some type of spice with my chicken.
Coach, how are you from the Midwest and you don't like mayonnaise? Or I'm sorry, ranch, specifically ranch. How do you not eat ranch on everything?
Man, when I was 18, I went overseas and to the West Coast, and that's where I learned to eat. Okay, on the West Coast, we don't eat.
Okay, I went to the East Coast at 18 and
ranch garbage. We don't slather our pizza in it, and some people look like they drink it. Like they put enough, they put enough on their plate. It's like, do you want some fries with that ranch dressing? But
Hey, Justin.
no, that's not my speed.
Justin, while you're cooking those, we've got 2 start sits I want to hit you with.
Uh-oh.
Got 5
Yeah,
minutes
that's
before your lineups lock.
That's what I was just about to say here.
JR.
Got no sound. Justin,
from
no
who?
sound.
What are you talking about?
I got him.
You have no sound, Pudge. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and just keep talking.
All right. What do you think, man? Do you want to start Rico Dowdle or Tony Pollard in a PPR?
Rico or Tony Pollard? Oh God, that's gross. I'm gonna go Rico Dowdle. With Tyjae Spears maybe making a comeback today. I haven't really trusted Tony Pollard a lot this season. I don't trust that offense at all. So that's gross. I think I would go Dowdle this week.
Yeah, I think the PPR upside is on the Dowdle side for sure. The Tennessee offense has been lackluster at best. And so give me the receiving upside of Dowdle and a pretty clear runway with that backfield. Let's help out Joey while we're at it. JMO or Monty in his flex, no scoring settings. Let's just assume PPR.
Oh God, I'm going Monty. I trust Monty more. Now the Bengals defense is hot garbage, but I feel like JMO is a boom bust player, whereas Monty is a safe bet. I go Monty this week, regardless of PPR or not.
Yeah, the deeper the starting lineups, the closer I am to starting JMO, because you know that variance starts to blend in when you're at like a start 11, 12, 13. But if you're in like a typical like start 9 or 10 league, yeah, give me David Montgomery. I know he shit the bed. Sorry, I don't know if we're allowed to curse. I know he wasn't good last week. But that was more of an aberration than the norm there.
Yeah. Let's go back. I know there was a couple here.
So we've got one from Twitch. Okay.
Josh, it's both. I am from the Midwest, so I am a giant person and naturally. But the cabinets are normal size. Well, those cabinets are smaller, yes. The cabinet next to me is pretty big. And yes, yeah, so
he's huge in Japan.
Very, let's see.
We're right here, sir.
There we go. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
I was just in charge.
I'm paying attention. All right, so we got War Eagle. War Eagle. Sorry. Oh, that was a little slow. So he's 3-1, 10 PPR. Also get return yards too. Ooh. He's got Darnold, Achane, Kendre Miller. Why in a 10-man PPR? Yeah, but why in a 10-man PPR do you have Kendre Miller as your second?
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know about that one, but
Nico and Garrett Wilson, Malik, Nix, Sutton, Shakir, Kincaid.
Real quick, you got 2 minutes. Get Nix in your lineup over Darnold.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Also, he's got an hour and 2 minutes. The games won't start for another hour.
And I would flex in Sutton so you can stack them.
We just get it early in the show so that we can also set up our lineups.
I can't believe I'm an hour off in my life. How about that?
Okay, all right.
You get a whole hour.
You got Swift on by.
You're right. 62 minutes, not 2 minutes.
Yeah, I would put Nixon instead of Darnold. That's about the major change there. Unfortunately, you can't really get Kendre Miller out with Swift on bye, and you probably went Achane and then just gave up on the running back position in your draft, and that's why you have Kendre Miller. I'm fine with it. I think it'll be – again, Kendre scored last week. I don't know if that's signs to come for that offense or not, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Buffalo offense is a pick 'em. Pick your wide receiver. You might win it that week. You might not.
Yep.
Could be Keon Coleman. Could be Shakir. Could be Kincaid.
Shakir's been doing pretty
Like I
good.
said, I would take out Malik Neighbors and add in Sutton for a floor play.
Yeah. Next
What,
one.
did I say Malik Neighbors? I meant Malik
Yeah.
Washington. I'm sorry.
Justin Dylan Gabriel, that's the one we're tracking, right, for passing yards?
Yes. Is he under 174?
He's at 135 now with 2 passing touchdowns. So
Okay, that's fine. I'm only on yards.
we got about 12 minutes left in that game.
Okay, that was the next question.
It's going to be tight, my man.
And I'm asking these questions because I am on Underdog Fantasy. If you use code FN Plus when you sign up, new customers, if you play $5, you get $100 in bonus funds, which is $50 more than what we were offering 2 weeks ago. Or they were offering 2 weeks ago. So if you have not signed up, this is the perfect opportunity for you to sign up because you get that extra funds. To really place your bet, to place your plays and ladders and all the things. Super easy to do. You just go in there, you pick higher or lowers, and just, I don't know, have fun. I have only won money on Colts games, really, like significant money. It's weird. It's like I know the Colts players or something, but yeah, definitely do that if you haven't already and if it is available in your state. Unfortunately,
Which it is in Michigan.
It is.
Yeah, we got it now.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, Pudge is going to go sign up right after this show. So
I already did. I did last week. I've got my $100.
perfect.
See, I was waiting though, because man, I've been missing out on you guys. Ooh, that looks delicious. I'll be right over.
And yeah, 4 hours. Yeah, and part of that too is on our website we actually put out articles for every Thursday night game, every Monday night game, and the whole Sunday slate that we give you good plays to win you some money. So check out our website, fantasynowplus.com. You can also get our code there. You can click on the link and it'll take you right there as well. So all that information can be found there to help you have some more fun on Sundays if you are, tired of the normal fantasy football.
Gives you a little something extra.
Something else to root for. And today's rooting for is Dylan Gabriel under 174 or lower 174 yards.
When all your fantasy teams really crap the bed and you're going into Sunday night and you're like, man, I got nothing. I don't even want to watch this game.
That's
go
when you
go throw some bucks on there, and then it'll make it a lot more interesting.
Pudge, go the other way, man. When you're winning by so many points that you don't need to pay attention anymore, throw a few bucks on there.
See, there it is.
Also true. That's a good statement right there. And sometimes, don't chase your losses. All the things that be smart about it. Because every time I get up to $100, I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then I windle myself down to 30, and then I get up to 100, and then I windle it back down to 30. And it's you can't win them all.
No one to hold them and no one to fold them.
That is the saying. Yeah.
All right, we got Jordan Love. Should I pick up Jordan Love? He was dropped due to a bye week. I have Goff as my starter with Dart as my backup. So I'm thinking of dropping Dart. The Packers have a better offense. They are content with running the ball 8,000 times a game. Who knows who their wide receiver one is, though. Same could be said about the Giants. Who knows what is going on over there in wide receiver land. So let me look at strength of schedule. You guys want to talk about it, and I'll check this real quick.
Yeah. First and foremost, firefighter, awesome avatars, that Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I dig that. That's really cool. Jordan Love, at times, when he gets on a heater, is a top 5 fantasy quarterback. And so if you're going to bet that, yeah, they're going to drift a little bit further away from their neutral run rate, which is among the highest in the league, them and like the Eagles in Seattle, if they can just tick up their passing volume a tiny bit, you could really see that ceiling outcome occurring. I like having Jordan Love with this many pass catchers. I think that we are going to see a little bit more passing to the running backs as well, especially as Marshawn Lloyd hopefully gets back and maybe for once doesn't injure another hamstring. He's got a really good pass catching skill set as well. And so I like the ceiling there. I like the proven track record. That's what I look for in my quarterbacks, is some form of a track record. What you're betting on with Jackson Dart is that you're going to get 10 carries a week. And that's certainly possible. But I think that the floor is a lot lower with Jackson Dart and the risk is a lot higher as well. That said, if you want to ride the train with Jackson Dart, go for it. But my lean is pretty strongly on the Jordan Love side. Justin, do you agree with me, man?
Yeah, go with the guy who is going to win you games. Jordan Love is a top 12 fantasy quarterback. Jackson Dart barely had over 100 passing yards last week, and all of his points came off of a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown. So I don't foresee that happening. Rookies coming in the middle of the season usually do well their first game. I don't know about the rest of the games. You know what you're getting out of Jordan Love. You don't know what you're getting out of Brian Daboll's offense.
Yeah, Love is infuriating at times, though, because he throws stupid interceptions. We don't know whether or not Dart does yet. But if you want to have like a very short-term outlook, like you said, rookie quarterbacks are unpredictable, especially ones with a little bit of wiggle. And so you could theoretically, if you wanted to start Jackson Dart over the next week or two before the defensive coordinators get a read on him, it's a viable option. But there will probably be rockier roads ahead. Did we vamp enough for you, Pudge? Were you able to find some strength of schedule numbers?
Yeah, well, so
If not, I have a update on my underdog play if anybody cares.
Yeah, hit us.
Right now, I'm doing well on the Dylan Gabriel under. I made the Justin Jefferson higher than 69 and receiving yards, 69 and a half. He's at 102. I am higher on Jalen Nailor's 13 and a half receiving yards. He has 20. However, my $5 play is at jeopardy because I took Will Reichard's higher than 1.5 field goals, and currently he is at 0. However, great thing about underdog is that you can flex your play. So if one thing doesn't hit, you still win some money. So I flexed that one luckily, so I should still win something.
So best part about Jordan Love right now, other than the stuff that they hit on, because I agree with always choosing the track record over the unknown. So he's already got his bye out of the way, right? Good. Their next game is Cincinnati. That's wheels up for a quarterback and wide receivers. Arizona, which isn't, it's not terrible. Pittsburgh, who already has been lit up. And then if you want to look at the championship weeks 14 through 17, they've got Chicago, which is 31st in the league, twice. They have them twice. And Baltimore, who is 32nd.
I just got Tajay Spears in Super League for $0 fab bid.
That's fantastic.
Right? I needed a last minute extra option because I had Johnny Smith on bye, had to dump him. So really hoping to hit my ceiling outcome again. By the way, Pudge, I don't know if you know this. Number 1 in Super League right now. Just getting so lucky right now.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Not only that,
Right.
I have the captain in my league as well. And so all of us are thriving. We're at like a 20-something point per game advantage over the second place captain in our division. So watch out, Super League. Like the Superflex, Super Show, Super Friends have we've come, and it seems like we're all dominating. So
look at that.
Here's your grilled cheese and tomato soup. All right. So Tommy, you're new to the show, but we have to listen for the crunch factor. So grilled cheese.
You didn't dunk it?
You hear it? I will. I want to get the initial crunch. Was that good enough?
It was good enough.
Oh.
Reichard wasn't. Apparently, he just missed a field goal. Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
Fine.
Enjoy. Drown your
I feel
sorrows
good.
in tomato sauce.
I flexed it.
Oh man.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, Pudge. 4 hours, man. Let's go down here.
You think it'll still be
I mean,
hot?
it's a little bit longer of a drive for you, but
It'll like take. I can probably push 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'm pretty quick. I'm like Meals on Wheels.
one day I'm gonna wake up and Pudge is gonna be like in my driveway, like, you ready for the show today?
Let's go. It's gonna be in the winter though. I'm gonna be frozen.
Fine, I'll make chili or something.
All right. All
We're
right.
good. We're good.
I'll bring some venison up here in good old Michigan. October 1st was hunting season for us for bow season.
Nice. Did you get something?
Wait,
Oh, I
Yeah,
guess-
that's why I've been so out of the mix, Justin. I didn't really want to tell you, but
is Jaden Mason out for the year?
no, he said never mind. Look at the next question.
Okay, that's good. That was concerning.
yeah, he's on the field.
Cam Akers, wheels up, man. Woo!
Oh God,
He threw a touchdown today.
Xavier Scott wheels up.
Yep. Decent pass catcher. Big guy, too. Was he like
Did-
220 pounds?
Did you
Huge.
see that last week? The toe touch drag in
Yeah.
the end zone right there. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Mm.
I hate
Okay.
you right now. I hate you so much right now. I
About
just
to
want
make
to eat
another one.
all that.
Got a lot of
I
cheese.
want to eat all that. My nickname's Pudge. We talk.
How stringy that cheese was.
Your
Judkins
wife?
is
Where's your
good.
wife?
On
You
the
didn't
phone.
make her one?
I did. She's on the phone.
I was gonna say,
I'll give
man.
her.
Party
something.
foul.
All right. Well, guys,
We just Judkins. Whoa,
Any-
let's
any other
let's go,
questions?
let's go back.
is the game
Let's
over
go
yet?
back. Let's talk about Judkins.
Is the game over yet?
No, it's not over. It's playing time. 8 minutes left.
Oh, so Will Riker could still get 2 field goals. It's fine. We're fine, guys. We're fine. We're fine. Another play, I did take Carson Wentz's higher on passing yards, and he is not there, and he's injured. So,
I think he's back on the
Man.
field too, isn't he?
huh?
I think he's back on the field too,
Is
isn't
he
he?
back? Okay, that's good. Then
I know he went in before halftime, but that was
I'm
terrible.
less worried then. Yeah. So, Tommy, thanks for coming on today.
Yeah, thanks, y'all. It was so
And-
much fun.
and you'll be back the 19th in 2 weeks, right?
I think in 2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks.
Yes.
One or 2 weeks. So Tommy will be back. We'll watch Pudge make cereal or
Yeah.
Pop Tarts.
We're gonna make Kool-Aid.
I love it. It's like some cool.
I really hope I want to come back and watch these shows and be like, this was a fantastic show. And I can't wait for you to have more ratings and more people watching the show. But that's gonna wrap it up. We got to get to our lineups now and set all 75 of them between the three of us. Maybe that's a little less, but
Yeah, I gotta move my rankings around.
yeah, I got to check up on the rankings. Got to set the lineups. Tommy, again, thanks for coming on. Pudge, thanks for carrying the show for the next 3 weeks while your boys and I might be on next week. It won't be from my kitchen, but it'll be from Chicago.
You mean making pasta in Italy?
No, my flight's not until like 6:50 on Sunday, so I could potentially make the show. It's more of, do I bring all my equipment 4 hours away from my house? It's not looking good.
It's
right
vacation. Go on vacation.
Exactly. And that's exactly what my wife will tell me. So, but that'll do us for, oh God, this week's episode of Too Much Cheese. Actually, that's a good show title, Too Much Cheese.
There's not such a thing though. There
Too much
is
mayo. It feels like there was
Too much mayo.
No, that was perfect. That was like with the man. Oh God, that was so good. Anyways, guys, we're rambling here. Get to your matchups. Watch some football today. I'm gonna be watching every game. I feel like every game I can. But yeah, Tom, me, thanks, Fudge, thanks, and let's just get out of here. I'm just rambling. Sign up for
Peace.
Dog. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.